Okay, so first of all we have to say it wasn't that cool like it just looked all of the time. We had some struggles, we had some like complication.
The biggest challenge getting to this boat in Halong Bay was actually finding the boat, because I arrived in the jungle of Halong Bay at the right address this woman gave to me, but it was the wrong one.
We had no internet, we had no clue where to meet.
My luck was that a German-speaking Vietnamese girl was sitting next to me in the coffee shop, and she was asking me in German, Entschuldigung, wo wollen Sie hin? So, excuse me, where do you want to go? And she really helped me, because actually she took me to the right place.
It was pure luck that we could like meet each other.
If this girl would not have sat next to me, I would have been lost. We took the sleeper bus to Phong Nha National Park.
The travel to Phong Nha was one of the most ridiculous and like fun things that happened to us. We drove the whole night.
But at 4 o'clock, some Indian guy in front of us woke up and he shook us and he was like, hey guys, we're here, wake up. And yeah, we went out of this bus.
It was in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. We had no clue where to go. And we had like figuring out everything on the fly when we arrived there, super tired.
We had some kind of action trip in this national park where we did kayaking, and we visited a cave.
This huge, amazing cave system.
Another highlight was the meal in the evening at this homestay in Phong Nha National Park, because there was just this little guy who was cooking us a really lovely meal in his own kitchen, and the whole family was sitting next to us having their own meal, and was just a lovely evening, catching up some good Vietnamese vibes. To be honest, we didn't had the right clothes with us to stay outside in this cold.
The more we traveled to the south, the warmer it got, but it was also like the humidity was like super crazy, for example in Saigon.
The highlight of the day in Mekong Delta was taking this typical small little Vietnamese boats to go through the water streets, through the jungle. On the next day, I was like, okay, I want to experience Vietnam without any touristic tours. It was the first time that I rent a motorcycle in a big city of Vietnam. To be honest, in the first minutes of driving around there in this traffic, we all were like, okay, we won't survive this day because this is just insane.
I would say there were like a few highlights on this trip, but to break it down, one of the biggest highlights was like meeting people, meeting special people, and maybe meeting a special woman there.
During the journey I was hearing a lot of music, and I saved every piece of music. Right now, every time I'm hearing this music, and at the same time I'm going through all the photos of Vietnam, and when I close my eyes, I'm really getting back to Vietnam, getting back to Hanoi, getting back to Saigon, and it's a really nice feeling. I think that the most beautiful thing I learned in Vietnam was that traveling in a small group or even traveling on your own is not such a big thing. So I'm really looking forward for my next journey.